We've got hundreds, if not thousands, of emergency response personnel throughout the state who have been working for days already. National Guard, Department of Transportation, DENREC, Red Cross, DEMA, emergency operations throughout the counties. Most important thing now is for people to use common sense. We put these driving restrictions in place for a reason. Conditions are going to get a whole lot worse during the day. We didn't want to get people out on the road going to work and then having to come home through absolutely miserable conditions, if they can get home at all.
You've had, I guess, what could be described as an incremental approach, and that's the idea is to sort of wait for the storm to come. What's the latest forecast that you see in terms of what the state needs to do for the next 24 hours?
Well, I think right now we've done it, but the winds have really picked up, and they're going to get a whole lot worse on land here in Delaware over the next 24 hours. The most important thing we can do is get people off the roads, and people need to use some common sense as well.
The predictions of a week without power, are there provisions being worked on now to I don't know, get the National Guard out or something to at least accommodate that possibility? Well,
the National Guard is ready to go. We do have shelters open, 7 shelters open throughout the state. But a week without power is certainly within the realm of possibility. The issue is we're going to have sustained winds for a long period of time. And that means it could take some time for the utilities to be able to send their people out in the bucket trucks and get up. And so that is a reality of what we're dealing with. And we're gonna stay focused, but there's only so much the National Guard can do. We do have the shelters, as I said, but if people go to the shelters, they ought to anticipate that what they're going to get is they're going to get space on the floor, and they ought to bring pillow, blankets. They ought to bring stuff to occupy themselves and the like.
A federal disaster declaration is probably going to happen at some point over the next few days. What does that mean for Delaware?
What that really means is the resources will be in place to support us financially and otherwise. But FEMA is already co-located with us at the Delaware Emergency Management Agency, and we appreciate that partnership.
How will you be able to get around over to survey damage or provide any kind of relief efforts?
Well, it'll be. I think it'll be a challenge, but of course, I've got a state trooper who is with me. But we'll do everything we can to stay out of the hair of emergency responders and the like, so that they can deal with the issues they have to deal with.